Hi, Dr. George Cromack here today. Aloha from renewyourself.net. How are you? We're going to try to show you how to actually get going with a basic practice of alternate nostril breathing. And I talked about on other tapes how I thought that was just really, imperative as part of your daily routine in whatever proportion and time amount we can get that in. But that really goes a long ways towards smoothing out your own healing and the way you're feeling with your body and actually getting healthier. A lot of you that are called to live foods and cleansing are because you already got really sick living a different lifestyle and a lot of other things that you approached and checked out. Some of them may have been traditional and maybe didn't give you the answers you were looking for or what you had hoped for. So let's get in how to do the alternate nostril breathing, and it's very simple. There's a hand mudra where you take the second and the third finger and you pull those in. The thumb of the right hand is going to be used for closing the right nostril, and the last two fingers for the left nostril. So, closing the right nostril, breathing all the air out, and breathing in through the left nostril. Closing the left nostril, breathing out through the right. In through the right. Closing the right, out through the left. In through the left. Close the left, out through the right. In through the right. Close the right, out through the left. In through the left, and you're closing the left, and now out through the right. Closing the right, out through the left. And that's 3 rounds. So in, out the opposite nostril, back in through that same nostril, and then out through the nostril we started. In, out is 1 round. We just did 3. What I'd like you to do is to try to be able to do 10 rounds and try to do that regularly. What you need to do is that you don't want to do that after a big meal. You don't want to do it after eating. Ideal time is either before dinner or before, in the morning. And ideally, your routine, what you're going to be working towards, is trying to do some kind of yoga. And I'm going to give you a couple different options. We're going to go through, I'm also a yoga instructor, we're going to go through a whole basic series of yoga poses that are going to take you through forward bending, back bending, side bending, and twisting with some inversion. And if you're a little bit older or a little bit stiffer, I'm going to go over an option or an alternative that I think is great for everybody, even if you can do regular yoga. But particularly after 50, restorative yoga is just absolutely amazing, and it's a great place for people to start and develop a regular practice, even if it's restorative yoga. It's quite easy. You're using your body over fulcrums that are usually like rolled up blankets or bolsters, and we'll be demonstrating that. So anyway, that's alternate nostril breathing. I want you to try to do 10 rounds. The ideal routine would be to do the restorative yoga, the regular yoga, then maybe sitting, 10 rounds of alternate nostril breathing, and then followed with a short meditation. And we'll talk about that another time. Basically, with the alternate nostril breathing, you want the exhalation to be about twice as long as the inhalation. And you can count, Om 1 or 1/1000, whatever you want to do to just get, a meter to that kind of, unless you're, using some kind of timing device. But you can kind of go inward there. I just kind of like lost myself a little bit when I was doing it with you there on the third round. Anyway, and the breath should be smooth. So as you go on in practice, the breath will smooth out, and you actually don't want to hear the breath coming in and going out. So just a smoother, longer, slower breath, but that comes with time. In the beginning, it's going to be maybe a little coarse and rough and loud. And as you do that practice regularly, one of the things you'll notice is that you're able to just take longer going in and going out, and that ratio, 2 to 1, it could be 5 in, 10 out, and after several months of doing it, you could be up to, in 10, 20 out, and it's very comfortable. And what happens if you keep doing it, actually you start getting to a point where you start adding on breath retention. So you inhale, hold your breath, and then exhale twice as long as the inhalation. And the part where you're holding your breath, the retention, becomes longer and longer, but without any strain. Your body, as the physiology refines, you're able to just, slow it down and, breathe more refined. So you're not using up, you're gathering prana, and you're using, you're just more efficiently utilizing the, the breathing that you're doing. And the mind is tied in with the breath. So as the breath becomes more refined and more rhythmic and slows down, and your body becomes more purified, then the mind slows down with it. Which is why it's excellent to do it before you sit down to meditate, but following after some type of asana or restorative yoga practice. So that's Dr. George Cromack, and that's it for today. That's aloha from Patagonia, Arizona.